Okay, Mr. YouTuber, Tyler, is it Doogie or Dougie? Dougie! He was on there screaming at me on YouTube that I'm not doing any sit-down videos, and I apologize. I really do. I mean, I'm just really busy with the handyman business. The kids are out of school, so I'm watching them, which I love because I'm a stay-at-home dad, as everybody knows, and I love doing it, so I'm spending all the time with the kids, and then I just have no time. And even though my videos aren't like super intense like a lot of people's, it still takes a lot of time to do them or whatever. So anyway, so this is a video for Tyler. We'll just leave it at Tyler. And if you don't like my video right now, dude, I'm going to come to your gym. I'm going to give you a shoulder and arm workout, bicep workout, which I need desperately. Oh my God. And you won't be able to lift for it. You won't be able to freaking move for 5 days, dude. How's that sound? So, no, I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm sorry. I know, I really do appreciate the few people that watch my videos, seriously. Even if just one person watched it, I really am thankful. So, awesome. Thank you. So, this video, remember back during the lockdowns, COVID and all that crap, that all these bodybuilders or fitness people were dying. So, this video is going to be exactly the same as I would have said I wanted to do 2 or 3 times during lockdown. I'm going to say exact same thing I would say then, and I wish I would have, because then I wouldn't look like such an idiot like what I'm about to say. But first, only thing that's going to change. A few months ago, it was, I think it was Dorian, it might have been Cutler, that said 52 bodybuilders, fitness people died. So, but my whole thing is that NPC only? Is that around the world in the US? Is that just bodybuilders? Is that bodybuilders and fitness chicks? What is it? So, my thing is, let's do this. Let's do the normal intro, but I'm going to change it up. Just ready? Say hello to your mother. Boom! So, now the wifey's calling. Instead of all right. Sorry, now I'm all thrown off because the wife just called. So, anyway. So, I really don't think everybody was freaking out like, oh my God, all these bodybuilders or fitness people are dying. Oh my God. And I don't know if it's just because it was, really think it was just slow in the news because during lockdowns there's really not much to report on. But I really don't think it was that big of a deal. But in a sense it is, because since I've been in the fitness industry, whatever, I know a lot of people that have health issues, but as far as for dying, I don't really know that many people that have died necessarily, except in my old age. A lot of people commit suicide, which I just thought about this because I did the video before and I had to delete it for some reason, but that leads me up to a good point. I mean, depression, suicide is a huge thing for the average person. I don't know if it's even more so in the fitness industry because a lot of people lift because girls were sexually abused as younger, which I know a lot, or guys were picked on as bullies or stuff like that. So, but back to that point is the suicide thing, and this also brings up another point. Was actually going to say I think it was right after the Orlando show in my backyard or before it. One of the black bodybuilders, was he now IFBB Pro, died. Well, you can go through my DMs, you go through my text. The first thing I said was suicide, and I don't really know why I said it because I don't even know who the guy was. I really don't follow the fitness industry much at all. Very, very little, honestly. So that's my first thought was suicide. Back to another thing is, everyone brings up steroids. Well, I don't think it was really the steroids because, okay, lockdowns happened and almost all your steroids come from China nowadays. Unless you're someone like me that gets TRT, whatever, HRT, and they come from either India or West Virginia. But anyway, it comes from, because insurance pays for it, so it comes from the hospital, so it's all legit. But when I was a kid, everything was made in America and or Europe, or now it was made in Mexico, overseas, or China now. So during the lockdown, I don't really think had really anything to do with steroids because your stuff was fake before. Now you weren't using it, or you're just using up the stuff you did before. I also think a lot of it was food, because you're in the fitness industry, and that's the great thing about YouTube and Instagram, you see what these idiots eat. Oh my God, they eat so bad. which back in my day, we really didn't eat that bad. If you're in the fitness industry, you ate pretty clean, like plain chicken, plain steak, plain rice, almost all year round. Now they're just like eating like the average American. They just exercise and do drugs. That's really about it. Just add supplements to it. So, and I know how many people they were talking about, not even fitness people, that were getting like morbidly obese and super fat because they're just gorging on fat. Could be that too. Just overeating, and they already had a bad heart from whatever it might be, from all the caffeine, the stimulants they do, dirty steroids, just genetics, whatever. Could just be that. But the most important number one thing is, I think it all contributed to this, because I'm one of those conspiracy nuts. And we're going to get into it. You know, Bill Gates and all of them have the patent on the COVID vaccine. What was it, 2003 or something ridiculous? I can't remember anymore. But I would have said this in the beginning of the lockdown when the death started happening. It was all from the jab. And now it's all been proven that there's so many health issues with millions and millions and millions of people from that stupid jab. So I think all the deaths were primarily, I'm going to say, what do you want to say? 90% are from a different type of jab. I don't think really any of it had to do with steroids in this case. I think a lot was suicide. You know, there were maybe 5-8% were suicide, or could have been a combination of both. And also just, I think you just see them eating worse more than normal, where during the lockdowns, I was actually shredded to the bone because all I had to do was work out, which that brings back to the other thing, the depression, suicide stuff. I know a lot of guys that were, and girls, sorry, that were just freaking out because they couldn't work out. They're gymaholics, which is awesome. That's why they look the way they do, even when they're old men like me, because that's all they could do is work out. So I hope that helped out. The first video, because what are we? Oh God, we're almost in the July. So I'll have a few more videos uploaded this week.